intended to work.
And we are going to see it again.
Ooh.
And Alistraza is playing Quest Warrior, and by the look of the cards in her hand, it looks like it is the odd cost Warrior.
That's right.
With Baku the Moon Eater. So we're going to be seeing some tank up.
So at the start of the game, if you have Baku the Moon Eater in your deck, and you only have odd-costed cards in your deck, you upgrade your hero power. If you remember Justicar Trueheart, she's back. And if you don't remember, all the classes get upgraded, and the hero power for Warrior goes from 2 armor to 4 armor a turn.
Now, you may be asking, Admirable, but why play the quest? You're going to get rid of your tank up once you equip that Sulfuras. Well, Admirable.
You also...
It doesn't matter at that point.
You become Ragnaros.
Yeah. At that point, you've theoretically gained enough armor to stabilize yourself enough to where the Sulfuras can win you the game in the Ragnaros hero power.
And that was one of the troubles that Quest Warrior had for quite a while, actually, was its ability to simply sustain itself. You might be thinking that a deck full of nothing but basically taunt minions would have not a tough time doing that, but the reality of the matter is that you take a lot of chip damage if your opponent's able to go wide on board. Yeah. Say they have like a Blessing of Kings to run over one of your taunts. Suddenly a very threatening minion. So having tank up available does give you some extra time. And also, some of the control decks deal a lot more damage than they used to. I'm looking towards Q-Block, for instance. Lots of Doom Guards deal lots of damage, and lots of tank ups mean lots more life.
And also, Admirable, you may ask me, does Baku affect the Sulfuras hero power? Does it become 16 damage?
The answer to that is no.
No.
It only upgrades your starting hero power. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. You can make it deal 16 if you really want to, though, TJ.
Yes, with the
Clockwork Automaton, is it?
Clockwork Automaton?
I don't know.
I think that's at least close to correct.
It's a 5-mana 4/4 that says double the damage and healing of your hero powers.
Yep.
So that's right. It will deal 16 if you have a Sulfuras from Firebloom's Heart.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know.
16 was pretty cool.
Ragnaros is pretty cool. Zola is just such a cool card.
Yeah. And Orange using the Zola early to get the Life Drinker, because Life Drinker is one of the most important battle cries for Shutterwalk later in the game, because it allows you to, keep stabilizing every time you play one. And I say every time you play one because the full combo is post-Grumble, when you're going to be able to summon multiple Shutterwalks because of Serenite Chain Gang, and then the Grumble battle cry takes place, and you bring back 1 mana Shutterwalks into your hand, and then continue the combo as is.
Yeah, you can oftentimes
an infinite loop of Shutterwalks.
You can oftentimes Shutterwalk twice, and it's not too terribly uncommon if you have the time to do so. Being able to play Zola the Gorgon prior to it, being able to play Grumble prior to it. This is more of a matchup that I think Orange is looking for, where he expects to take some damage, but not in these giant bursts all at once, not from super health-efficient minions. If you're trying to fight against Shutterwalk Shaman on an attrition war perspective, you have the clock against you, because Shutterwalk will very easily turn that around. The way you want to beat this deck is exactly how Alistraza did in game number 1. It's giant minions early on that deal a lot of damage and pressure.
And boards that aren't cleared by Volcano.
Well, that helps too.
Or reload after the Volcano and force them to have second Volcano.
Or both.
Or both.
Both is good.
That's great.
Reckless Flurry, 5 damage to all minions. There goes the armor.
Yeah, but she only had 5 at that stage, so not a terribly large amount.
That's what use the tank up for.
Yeah, and tank up's just going to be able to get that armor total back up much quicker.
Gore Howl in hand, second Reckless Flurry. Alistraza's got some good cards in this one, but Orange, he's having so much time to build up his battle cry pool. And so a lot of times with this deck, what I've seen so far is when I'm watching people stream it, sometimes just play Grumble. You don't necessarily need to generate value from Grumble. It's the fact that you're adding that to your Death Rattle pool. I'm sorry, to your Battle Cry pool. It unlocks the potential for Shutterwalk to have those multiple endgame instances.
I wonder, so we've seen in the past N'Zoth, which resummons all of your Death Rattle minions. Now we're seeing Shutterwalk, which recasts all your battle cries.
We've seen Yogg-Saron, which recasts all your spells.
All your spells.
Effectively.
What's next?
Weapons.
Replay all your weapons.
Just one by one, they all just die over and over again.
Oh my god.
Retake all the damage you've taken this game.
Oh, and there's also Hadronox.
Oh yeah, replay all your taunts.
Replay all your taunts.
Wow, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with that then. Regain all your mana crystals.
Twig of the World Tree.
Boom. I made up a card that already exists. Hearthstone's too smart.
Oh, and Kun the Forgotten King.
Oh my gosh, there's... My dream is dead. Can't be a card designer.
Admirals making up cards that already exist.
Your Honor, you take away our right to steal ideas, where else they gotta come from?
All right, and there's the Grumble effect. Bring back a Life Drinker.
Yeah,
and Life Drinker and the Fire Plume Harbinger.
Yeah, if you get value from Grumble, though, it starts to get a little bit scary. This is a lot of stuff that Orange is going to get. And Ali Straza with Orange still at 30 and 2 copies of Healing Rain in his hand. I think that this is a very uphill battle that she's somehow got to figure out.
And already the Serenade Chain Gang and the Shudderwalk in hand. Multiple Life Drinkers being played. The Grumble Battle Cry being triggered already.
The Murmuring Elemental to double your next Battle Cry.
Yep.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. And these taunt options, not the best. But at this point, it's pretty much just about finishing the quest to try and put Orange on the back foot slightly.
Now, there is a chance that Shudderwalk can't play multiple instances, even if you have the ideal Battlecry pool. What would happen is the Grumble and the Zola the Gorgon would both be in the chain of Battlecries prior to Sarnet Chain Gang happening. If that's the case, that's a chance for Ali Straza to sustain through 1 copy of Shudderwalk, kill it so that it's dead, and then Orange is out of Shudderwalks at that point. Then he's got to win the game the natural way, just good old attacking with minions and stuff.
Yeah, I really liked how you put it there. Kill it so that it's dead.
Yeah.
Because once you kill it, it's dead.
Yeah. It's hard for Orange to make a second copy of it if it's not alive.
Ah, Healing Rain. So peaceful. So serene.
I love the rainbow that goes across the sky when you play Healing Rain. Like across your hero portrait. Like the animation.
Well, Admiral, that's just science.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying I like it.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I also do as well.
I also do as well.
Alright, 1 taunt minion away from quest completion. Ali Straza can get that done this turn. Can't equip Soul Frost this turn.
I'm liking that Rotten Apple Bomb.
Yep, Rotten Apple Bomb.
Rotten Apple Bomb jeans. Equips the boots with the fur. Good to go.
Twigs with the leaves.
What are the greaves from the solo adventure that make all your minions cost 0 this turn?
Minion greaves.
Oh jeez.
I don't know.
Someone tweeted me. Let me know what the name of that thing is.
That's a great question, though, Admiral.
That's the boots.
The boots with the minions. All right, Burlock drawn. Burlock, I haven't seen included in every list. Granted, we have not seen very much of.
I've seen about 20 different Shudderwalk Shaman lists.
So have I. They have one thing in common, or a few things in common.
Hang on. Here we go.
Here we go. And does fit the Murmuring Elemental in there, so he's going to trigger twice. And Ali Straza, that is the face of someone who just got Shudderwalked.
Yeah, and notice that Grumble has yet to happen as well, so there are going to be there's going to be at least one cost copy of Shudderwalk in hand because Sarnet Chain Gang happens first.
And there it is.
Yeah. You want to see that Grumble right away. If it happens before Shudderwalk copies himself, different story.
Oh, and because they trigger twice, because of the Murmuring Elemental, we get to go through it again.
That's right. He's Murmuring, so he is guaranteed on the Murmuring.
Yes.
There's no outcome in which he does not end up with a 1-cost Grumble in his hand.
Yeah.
Fill up his hand first, and then it burns him, maybe? That's about it. And yeah, that's
4 more Shudderwalks.
Yeah, that's probably gonna do it.
3 of them cost 1, and 1 of them cost 9. Not that it matters. And then you just keep doing that over and over again. And that, folks, is Shudderwalk Shaman in a nutshell. That was a hard sentence to say.
I liked it though. It was well crafted.
Thank you.
If you like combo, this is a great time to be alive.
Now there is 10 cards in hand, so Orange is forced to overdraw the Farsight.
Oh no!
And I'm pretty sure that just
Just gets up.
he just leaves.
He's like, "Yep, that'll do it. Let me refill this coffee real quick."
Oh my God.
That's how that works.
Oh my.
That's how that works. If you like combo, this is the time to be alive in
He
Hearthstone
just
right now.
jammed down his 3 grumbles with the Murmuring Elemental.
It's so spectacular. Hashtag well played, Orange.
I thought he gives the thumbs up as he comes back, too.
He's like, "Oh, it's still going. Yeah, I wanted to catch the end of this."
This is what happens when you play a deck that gives Shudderwalk Shaman enough time to piece together that combination.
Yeah, the key is restricting its time. It's got a window of opportunity to make this happen, and if you can pressure it out instead, oftentimes you can have enough board presence where the Shudderwalk doesn't actually have time to kill you. You know, it maybe deals you a lot of damage, but say you have a big board-wide buff and just enough damage in play to kill your opponent. That's the way you do it. If you want to stop it from a pure suppression angle, though, that likely is not going to happen.
No.
I'm trying to think, if you played like going into that turn, if you played like 2 Mana Wraiths and they didn't have any zaps,